Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Beast EM2 video. Before the video begins though, we are a couple of subscribers away from 100, so I would like to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed and everybody that's watching the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the commentary. So Poliwrath, Shadow Poliwrath is actually a very highly ranked Pokemon on PvP Poke. So I decided to invest in one and let's see how it did. In my opinion, because of the legacy move counter, that was the community day move, Poliwrath is now a solid Pokemon now because you're going to see it perform very well. Mudshot was good, but I mean it's a fighting type and counter is just way better against those dark types and it just generates energy. Just about the same, but you're actually doing damage, more damage than a Mudshot does at a much faster pace. So as you saw there, we were able to knock out the regular Stunfisk while having a couple of HP left on our Poliwrath. Now we're going to go ahead and take a shield from that Swampert. Luckily now right here in this matchup, we need to make sure that the Swampert doesn't have Sludge Wave. If it has Earthquake and Hydro Cannon, Serperior is going to be solid with that. And it's because they shielded, it looks like they might have Sludge Wave, but they don't. It's just Earthquake. We're able to tank that with Serperior. And now here comes Obstagoon. Now right here we need to do as much damage as we possibly can with the Serperior before we come in with our Galarian Stunfisk. Simply because Galarian Stunfisk will lose to the Obstagoon because Obstagoon has a counter as its fast attack. But because we did do a decent amount of damage with that Frenzy Plant, we're now going to come in here with our Galarian Stunfisk and hopefully get to the Rock Slide. That is going to be what we are going to be looking for. And as you can see there, we're able to get to the Rock Slide and we're able to farm it down. Now right here, we do need to be careful with the Hydro Cannons that will knock us out. Rock Slides are going to come in here though. It's just going to chip away at this regular Swampert. Swampert is going to get to a Hydro Cannon and I believe they over farmed a little bit. That is going to be very troublesome against Serperior, but Serperior is able to knock out the Swampert. So right there, I feel like my opponent did a mistake. If they would have overcharged energy, they would have been able to get back-to-back Hydro Cannons and they would have taken the win. So now here we go with the Poliwrath and Medicham matchup. Here what I like to do is I like to go straight Ice Punches. There's no need to bait with the Power-Up Punch. And I feel like I could get this fairly low. We are going to shield this though because of the Psychic. There we go, there it is. And we're going to go ahead and go with the Ice Punch. So the main reason why I shielded there was simply because I saw that I already have a lot of energy and I could get this Medicham fairly low. Now I won't be able to beat it right here up to a Power-Up Punch. So we're going to let our Poliwrath go down to that Ice Punch. Now we're going to come in here with the Serperior and start farming down. They're going to bring in the Sableye. We're going to, believe, throw one Frenzy Plant. And then we're going to hop out into our Galarian Stunfisk. As you can see there, I did a lot of damage. But we're going to stay here and charge up a little bit. Now we're going to swap because we were hoping to catch Return. Return is a very good move on Sableye, especially if you purify it. And that's the only way you could obtain Return on any Pokemon as long as you purify it. So right here against this Azumarill, we're going to go ahead and just throw Earthquakes. Against all the Azumarills, the best move right there to throw will be the Earthquake. Simply for that stab bonus, the same type attack bonus. And now the Ice Beam is going to come in here. That's going to be fine. We're going to be able to get to another Earthquake and we're going to throw it. Now this is going to allow us to come in here with the Serperior and start farming down. Unfortunately though, my opponent does have two shields and this matchup looks very tough. This Azumarill is going to throw Ice Beam. That is going to be fine. We're going to shield this. Sableye is going to come in here though, and now we're going to get this Frenzy Plant. If we're able to farm down the Sableye, then we are looking solid against the Azumarill. Unfortunately though, we cannot, and if it's going to be Return, it should knock us out. Simply because Return does too much damage. As you can see there, that was a GG's to my opponent. But hey, you cannot be mad at a loss. You will only learn from a loss. So right here, Cresselia is gonna come in here, and we're gonna immediately go into our Serperior, just to try to all the Grass Knots will be resisted, and Moonblast right there. Serperior is pretty tanky. That's something that I really like about that Pokemon. Obviously, Venusaur is a little bit better. but serperior still performs fairly well. Frenzy Plant will do a lot of damage to anything, even if it's neutral damage. As you can see there, to that Cresselia almost knocks it out. And I believe a Moonblast will not knock out this serperior from this range. It doesn't. We're going to be able to farm that Cresselia down. Now Umbreon's going to come in here, and now we're going to go ahead and go with the Frenzy Plant. So because they brought back the Umbreon, I have a feeling that they might have a water type in the back. It could be a Swampert. So it's actually a Trevenant. And then this one's going to be a little tough. We're going to go ahead and throw an Ice Punch to just threaten the shields. I believe we're going to hop out now. Now we're going to go just straight Rock Slide. There's no need to go for Earthquakes. Those will be resisted. And now, in case you just haven't heard yet, there's some Halloween rumors that we're going to actually be getting Phantom Shiny release in October. So that will be very fun to hunt. And then hunt a good Trevenant for the Great League and the Ultra League. I still need a Great League one. I believe I don't have one for the Great League, which is why I cannot use it. But right here, we're going to go ahead and throw all these Rock Slides that we possibly can. We're able to knock out the Trevenant. And now here comes Umbreon. And our opponent has Rage Quit right there. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys are thinking about this team. If you have a Shadow Poliwrath that you're going to want to invest in. And don't forget to hit a like and subscribe to the channel, as it will help the channel grow. And we're going to be able to put out more content in the future. So now right here, Noctowl is gonna come in here. Unfortunately, I believe I was a little sleepy right there, and I wasn't paying attention. But nonetheless, Noctowl comes in here. They did swap to a Noctowl, so they will be locked. Now we're gonna go ahead and come in with the Galarian Stunfisk, and Galarian Stunfisk will be able to take all the moves that this Noctowl will throw. They're only throwing Sky Attack, which probably tells me they'll probably only have one move on this, or they just don't want to get to Shadow Ball. But Shadow Ball is the play against Galarian Stunfisk, but we're not going to complain. We're going to be able to get in 2 Rock Slides. Hopefully we're able to knock out this Noctowl with the second Rock Slide. No, but we pick up a shield, which is fine. If they throw Shadow Ball here, it is good. Right here, we're not going to look to save any shields for this Galarian Stunfisk. They brought in their own Galarian Stunfisk, and now here comes Poliwrath. You're finally going to be able to see how good Poliwrath can get with those power-up punches and with the shadow bonus. So shields are completely down. Now we're going to shield this. We will be resisting Rock Slide, and an Earthquake will not, but Rock Slides you will be resisting. But right there, as you can see, they were trying to farm down. We got a little too greedy right there, and now Rock Slide comes in here. We would have resisted that, but I didn't want to take the risk of seeing if we can or cannot. So right there, Ice Punch is going to come in here. Noctowl was knocked out. Talonflame, though, is coming in. And now right here, this is a problem. Talonflame could easily wipe out our back line. And Stunfisk is fairly low. So we're going to go ahead and try to get to the Ice Punches. We cannot. Flame Charge will be on its way. As you can see there, we cannot resist it fully. But we get to the Rock Slide. And that should be a one-shot to the Talonflame. So GG's to my opponent. And now we're gonna hop into the last battle. Once again, Poliwrath versus Medicham. Same thing here. We're gonna go for the Ice Punches. There's no need for Power Up Punch because they will resist it. So it's just a fair and better play to go straight Ice Punch. They have their own Ice Punch, which tells me they probably have an Ice Punch sidekick variant. And we're going to go ahead and throw the Ice Punch right there. Shadow of Poliwrath is just so fun to use. Any Shadow Pokemon in general, simply because of its Shadow attack. They do manage to survive with 1 HP and a Dream. Right here, we didn't want to risk it. It's going to be an Ice Punch, and we're going to be able to take the lead. That shield, by the way, is going to help us align Serperior versus a Swampert. If we're able to find that alignment, then we're going to be solid. We pick up a shield, so that shield was crucial for this game. As you can see there, they're going to bring in, they have 2 water types in the back. That is fine. We're going to be able to come in with this Frenzy Plant. Unfortunately, though, we do need to watch out for the Ice Beam. Ice Beam will hurt. So we're going to swap perfectly into our Galarian Stunfisk in order to catch this Ice Beam. We did manage to catch it, and now we are sitting in a comfortable spot. We're just going to go ahead and throw Earthquakes. Against the Azumarill matchup, I love to just throw Earthquakes. We're going to be able to get there. We're going to be able to get there roughly at the same time as they are. So right there, it's just ultimately about who throws first. So Poliwrath is going to come in here. This tells me that they only have Ice Beam and Poliwrath. If they would have had Hydro Pump, they would have thrown that and we would have been knocked out. But right there, we're going to be able to continue with this, and we're able to bring in the Swampert. Swampert's going to come in here. We're going to save our shield for the Serperior. Swampert now is going to knock out the Galarian Stunfisk, and Serperior's going to come in here and going to be able to wipe the floor. So as you can see there, Earthquake, and it's an Earthquake, so we would have survived that nonetheless. It is okay. We're going to throw this Frenzy Plant, and we're going to be able to farm down the Azumarill without a problem. They did manage to get to an Ice Beam though, and this will not hurt completely as we're able to farm that Azumarill down. Well, there you guys have it. That is Shadow Poliwrath in Pokemon Go. Let me know in the comments down below if you think about running this team or if you have a Poliwrath that you're going to invest in. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next video.